Hey guys, Dan Allen here. Just some thought process for you today. One of the questions that we get a lot is, as educators, is why do I keep doing all this? I'm never going to see the results of this. Why do I keep pouring into and giving and continuing to work hard? And I'm never going to see the end result. Well, the question is very good. When will we ever see it? And the answer is maybe never. Let's think about this from a star point of view. I taught astronomy for a long time, so kind of nerdy enough to throw this in here, but stars shine for years, sometimes, most of them, before we ever see their light. So just to put some perspective around this, when the sunlight reaches us from the sun, our sun, the closest star we are, right, the sun, it takes about 8 minutes for that light to get to us. Alpha Centauri is one of the closer stars. That takes 4 years for that light to get to us. Let's think about the North Star, Polaris. That's our reference pole star for the north sky. A lot of people say, oh, it's the brightest star in the sky. No. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky. The North Star is like the 27th brightest star in the north sky. It's not even close to the brightest star. However, I digress. Let's think about this. Polaris, when we see the light from Polaris, if you look into the north sky, and it's the front two stars on the Big Dipper point at Polaris, which is the beginning of the handle to the Little Dipper. When we see that tonight, that light was being originated from that star when Shakespeare was writing plays in the 1590s. So let that sink in a minute. Shakespeare was writing plays when the light that we see from Polaris is reaching us tonight. So what does that mean? 430 years ago. So we think about this. As we influence our kids, nobody can dispute the influence that Shakespeare had on writers and writing, and nobody can dispute the fact that that influence continues today. He had no idea that the work that he was doing in the 1590s was going to transcend time like this. There's no way he knew that. You think about how big that is. So you have no idea what your influence is going to do years from now, decades from now. Okay? I remember I had a football coach in high school, and Coach Williams was the best. And I remember one day coming in off of a second practice of a two-a-day, and it was one of the dads was waiting there, and we were walking, and I happened to be within earshot of this conversation, and then Dad yelled over at the coach. He said, "Hey, Coach, how's the team looking?" And I remember as a 10th or 11th grade kid thinking to myself, I have no idea what this answer meant, but my coach yelled back at him, "I won't know for about 20 years. Well, flash forward a while, and I started coaching, and I remember having that conversation flash into my mind. I was like, I totally get it. He's not coaching football players. He's coaching dads and community members and husbands and business owners and teachers and doctors." And I was like, wow, I understand that completely now. And he wasn't saying, it's not important what we're doing today. It's important how these guys grow up and if they get it. So think about that as you teach your kids. I'm going to ask you to keep being patient, keep being kind, keep teaching compassion in your actions and your words. Keep teaching that a positive attitude matters. Keep teaching to never give up. Keep teaching that learning is important. Keep doing what you do every day. Keep being awesome, because someday, when you least expect it, they will remember. And they'll be kind and compassionate, and they'll never give up, all the while maintaining a positive attitude because you modeled it. Maybe their parents modeled it. Maybe they were lucky enough to have a lot of adults in their life modeling that. And they're going to model that to their kids or their students or their neighbors or the kids on their team that they coach, because they learned a long time ago that those things were important. You may never see the results of your labor today, but just know that it's going to show up. Keep being awesome. I dare you.